What's going on, everyone? CJ back here with another episode of the Madden 23 Cupcake Relocation Franchise. So here we are in week 7, coming off of that overtime thriller W against the Jacksonville Jaguars. If you guys didn't get a chance to check that episode out, go check it out because man, oh man, that was a roller coaster ride of emotions. We got a lot to do today. We are going to be taking on our arch nemesis from last year, the Cleveland Browns. Yes, we all know if you've been watching this series, we played the Browns last year. Nick Chubb broke the rushing record on us, and it was not pretty. This time we traveled down to First Energy Stadium, or I guess I should say up to First Energy Stadium from Austin to take on the Cleveland Browns. We got a lot to take care of today, as always. If you guys want to skip through all the intro prep, which I don't recommend doing because you're going to miss important stuff, feel free to skip right down to the gameplay with the chapters below. So we have 9 players ready to negotiate their contracts. A lot of these players I'm undecided on right now. Devin McCourty, not 100% sold on him. Father Time, 36 years old. But Jamal Agnew has played very well for us so far. It's important to note he has no interest in rejoining our team. I don't know why he was wasting away in free agency before we scooped him up, but I would like to bring Jamal Agnew back. He is injured right now, actually, going to be out for 2 weeks, but let's just see if we can get Jamal Agnew back. So he has no interest in rejoining the squad. Expected value is 2 years, $8.5 million. So Jamal Agnew is 28. I think that I'm okay with upping that money a little bit. Let's go to 9.6. We'll try 9.6 on a 3-year deal. Total of 14.4 million. He should take that, I would imagine. I could find a better team in free agency that will match this current offer. Not too sure about that, Mr. Agnew, because you were sitting smack dab in the middle of free agency before CJ Smalls and the Austin Armadillos came and scooped you up. But we'll try again next week, may be able to up that money a little bit, but we also might wait. I want to see what he does for the rest of the year. Marquez Callaway had a couple good games, not sold on him yet, but Darrell Williams, he is our second highest rated overall lineman. Now, he is also injured. Yes, we have slightly caught the injury bug here as of late. I did bump the injury sliders down to 40. I want to test this out because I had him at 50. I feel like injuries have been happening left and right, so I want to try them at 40. We'll see how this game goes against Cleveland here and see if I want to tweak him any further. But I want to bring back Darrell Williams. He is 77 rated, has moderate interest in joining the team. He wants a 1-year, $6.7 million contract. He is 31 years old, so probably going to be starting to regress, but I would be okay with keeping him around for depth. So let's do a 2-year, $14 million deal. He should take this. He would be crazy not to accept. This is exactly the offer I was hoping to get. Next season will be great. So Darrell, happy to have you back on board, brother. Hopefully you can get healthy and you can improve that offensive line and give Mr. Damon Sanders a little bit more time to throw. Troy Pride, probably going to bring him back. I want to bring him back, but we'll see how he plays the rest of the season. He has no interest. And Ndamukong Suh is getting up there in the age, 36 years old, so I'm going to hold off on him as well. Justin Britt, he's a good player, but he can't stay healthy, man. He's getting injured every single season so far. He is 32 years old, so I'm going to hold off on him. AJ Cann, going to hold off. Javelin Guidry, bye-bye, birdie. And that is all we can do for right now. So happy to have Darrell Williams back. We'll try again for Jamal Agnew next week. We have 42 staff points, so I want to upgrade some of these talent trees. I want to get something into defense, and I also want to get something into offense as well. So on defense, I would like to continue to upgrade the block shedding. We know how running backs have just done us dirty throughout the course of this series. And let's be honest, we're playing Nick Chubb again this week too. So anything we can do, this is going to boost the block shedding for our defensive ends by 3. That's pretty big. As far as on the offensive side here, I would like to get this brace for impact, boost catch and traffic for wide receivers by 1. I was watching that last episode against the Jaguars, and our receivers dropped a lot of passes, man, and a lot of those were contested catches that are hard to get, yes, but by getting that catch in traffic a little bit higher, I think that will help tremendously. So a couple things I want to do today, but before we dive into that, I want to take a look at the stats and just kind of see where our players are at. So Damon Sanders, it's been an up and down year for him, and we'll just kind of see where he stacks up against the rest of the quarterbacks in the league. Taking a look at interceptions, he does unfortunately lead the league in picks, actually tied with the GOAT himself, the now Philadelphia Eagle, Tom Brady, with 11 interceptions. But as far as passing yardage, he is 5th in the league, close to 2,000 yards passing. I feel like every episode that we play, Damon Sanders is over that 300-yard mark. As far as rushing, I mean, let's be honest, guys, it's virtually non-existent. I mean, we have to scroll down here a ways to find Tony Pollard. He's down here somewhere just chilling. There he is at 311 rushing yards on the season. Has found the end zone 5 times. Got a couple upgrades to take care of here. Then I'm going to show you guys some of the prospects that I scouted. And then after that, we'll dive into the game. So let's see who's got an upgrade here. Dom Fitzpatrick. Okay. Dom Fitzpatrick, very interesting. We are going to continue to go towards power back. He is a power back. Dom Fitzpatrick had a couple good games there early in the season and kind of fizzled out. He had one huge catch last game against the Jaguars for 20 plus yards. He's kind of hit his plateau a little bit. So hopefully Dom Fitzpatrick can continue to upgrade. I got to be honest, guys, I am not 100% sold on Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard could easily be trade bait for next year, possibly to move up in the draft. I don't know. I'm not swearing to that, but we don't have a lot of draft capital right now. We got rid of a lot of that to get some players added to our team, and depending on what Tony does, he may be on his way out, and Dom Fitzpatrick could be the replacement. So this week for scouting, I took a look at cornerbacks and defensive ends. Didn't see a lot of defensive ends that I really liked, but we are still very early in the scouting process. But I want to highlight cornerback Adrian Shirley, the Wisconsin Badger, 6'2", 192 pounds. And as far as his athletics, great to elite speed, which you love to see from a corner, great to elite agility. Everything else not really too good, but the speed alone for a cornerback, that is probably the best athletics they could possibly have. And then taking a look at his skills, we only know 3 things, and all 3 of them are A's. A catching, A press, A stamina. Going in the first round, Adrian Shirley could be somebody that we target and possibly scout more heavily. Also, sticking with the trend of cornerback, we got Jamal Childers here from North Carolina State, 6'1", good size for a corner, 200 pounds, and he's a better athlete than the other corner. He has good to great speed, good to great jumping, great to elite strength, and great to elite agility, great to elite acceleration. Very good athlete. So I'm kind of torn between Adrian Shirley and Kamal Childers. Looking at Childers' skills, we know he has A catching, which is great for a corner. C man coverage and C play recognition. Depending on what his zone coverage is, maybe he would be a better pick than Shirley. Maybe Shirley would be a better pick than him. I'm not sure yet, but I know I am very interested in those 2 players. As far as defensive ends, again, nobody that really knocked my socks off in that class, but I do like this guy here, Philip Tolbert. I'll show you guys him, 6'3", 300 plus pounds from Auburn. Probably going to be a power rusher archetype. He has B power moves, A tackle. Not a great athlete except for his strength. So his strength is something to be reckoned with at great to elite. And we know he has B power moves, which is why I think that he will be a power rusher archetype, B awareness, and A tackle. So, Philip Tolbert, again, somebody that I could be very interested in. So we are taking on the Cleveland Browns this week, guys. We know how this happened last season. They completely obliterated us. Nick Chubb broke the rushing record, but let's take a look at their rosters. I'm sure it's probably the usual suspects, but let's just see if anything changed. So they got Deshaun Watson under center still. rookie quarterback Kareem Wilkerson. They drafted a quarterback. And then, of course, halfback Nick Chubb, but he is injured. What? Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Guys, Nick Chubb is injured and he will not play this game. Let me go put the Vaseline back. We may not need it this game. Nick Chubb is injured. Wow. The Madden gods are smiling on me today. I thank you. I am grateful. We're not going to have to worry about Nick Chubb today. What a huge relief. I can't believe that. Jerome Ford is going to be their halfback, and then rookie Lance Lewis also injured, and then Tyler Batty. So, wow. Wide receiver, they got Amari Cooper, picked up KJ Hamler, looks like in free agency, Donovan Peoples-Jones, and then David Bell, who won Offensive Rookie of the Year in this franchise. Very interesting. David Njoku still tied in. They picked up Juwan Johnson. Still got Harrison Bryant. Offensive line, probably pretty much the same. Jedrick Wills. And then Chuck LaMontagne. Remember, we scouted him heavily in the offseason. Browns scooped that pick up from under us. So they got Chuck LaMontagne. Hey, if you guys get a chance, check out my video I posted a few weeks ago, or a few days ago rather. The Cleveland Browns, but I changed everyone's position. That video is hilarious. Check it out. Just check it out. You will have a good time, I promise you. Joel Bitonio still at guard. Nick Harris is their center. Right guard, probably still got Wyatt Teller. Yes, they do. And then right tackle, Jack Conklin. So the usual suspects, all the people we're used to. Jadeveon Clowney also injured. Wow, so the Browns got the injury bug. So they got Isaiah Thomas as the left end. Right end, Myles Garrett. He's not injured, unfortunately. Alex right behind him. They got Malik Collins, Jordan Elliott, Tommy Togiai, Perion Winfrey. Jermaine Carter must have picked him up in free agency, the linebacker. Middle linebacker, still Deion Jones, still Jacob Phillips. Right linebacker, still JOK. So, you know, pretty much the same. Denzel Ward, Greg Newsome, Martin Emerson, all the guys that we are used to seeing. John Johnson, strong safety, Grant Delpit. So for the most part, the Browns roster is still the same. Guys, I'm hyped. Oh my God. We need this dub. If we win today, we improve to 3-4, and we are not going to have to worry about Nick Chubb. So without further ado, we're playing away from home today. Going to be in the away unis. Let's get down to First Energy Stadium and get ready for the game. So we're going to get a look at our offense first here, as the Browns will kick this thing away. Marquez Callaway back to return it. Not a great kick by Cade York. But, of course, kick returns are near impossible in this game, I feel like. And here comes Mr. Sanders. Even on the touchdown-interception ratio up until this point, 11 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Would love to get that ratio up into plus territory after this game. And haven't seen the away uniforms in quite some time. I love them. I did change a few numbers around because I was getting confused with all these single digits. I put John Mechie at number 17, and I put McCole Hardman at 82, I think. But anyways, we're going to start out here with Tony Pollard in the backfield. And Pollard, of course, we know his season has been very, very difficult up until this point of the season. Not helping his case there at all, as he has dropped for a loss of 1. And just got to find some way, somehow, to get Tony Pollard going. I was really happy with that pickup, and he played really well last year. And if this isn't a streak to Bruce Joyner, I don't know what is. We'll see what happens. Quick pass to Joyner. Look at that pass lead by Sanders. There we go. Okay. The pickup of 18 by Joyner. I saw Joyner wide open. Nobody was on him. I knew that was going to be a 2-3 step drop. Quick fire and dart, and then Bruce Joyner comes down with it and able to pick up 18 yards. Now we are going to come out single back. Got Dom Fitzpatrick here. We're going to send Callaway in motion. I really want to see something here from Fitzpatrick. I was really high on this kid. Big hole there for Fitzpatrick. There we go. Okay. I like it. Able to pick up 9. Again, as I mentioned pre-game, depending on what Dom Fitzpatrick does this season, Tony Pollard could, hope you're not listening, Tony. Don't listen to what I'm about to say. But depending on what Tony Pollard does and what Fitzpatrick does, Tony Pollard could be trade stock. We're going to have to get some of our our draft stock back, and Tony Pollard could be the key to that. So speaking of Pollard, he must have heard me. There's a big seam.
Got him!
And Tony Pollard able to pick up 9 yards on that play. So 5 yards past midfield here, ball on the 45-yard line. Damon Sanders going to come out single back formation. Going to drop back, and there is John Mechie. Now he's got that number 17. Very easy to spot. It was difficult because all of my wide receivers had single digits, and I had to change some of that around. I put McCole Hardman at 81, put John Mechie at 17. And now it is much easier to tell the difference. Absolutely. So, 1st and 10 here. We are going to go back to Dom Fitzpatrick again. Really want to try to give him some more opportunities. We're going to go ahead and send Mechie in motion. And we are also going to double team Myles Garrett and see what Mr. Fitzpatrick can do. Blockers kind of got converged there, kind of got tangled up. Wasn't really able to get much happening on that play, unfortunately. So 2nd and 8 here. Got a good drive going. Don't want to squander this opportunity that we have been presented with. And there's McCole Hardman. Nice laser by Damon Sanders. Okay. So I am liking what I'm seeing so far, guys. Last time we played the Browns, it was not pretty. I finished that game. I got on Spotify, and I queued up all the emo music that I could possibly think of. I'm talking about Fall Out Boy. I'm talking about Panic at the Disco. I'm talking about My Chemical Romance. I'm talking about Green Day. It was tough. So far, I know it's only the first quarter here, but so far I'm liking what I'm seeing. So it came out outside run to Pollard, but I am going to run it away from Myles Garrett because, I mean, that's Myles Garrett. There's nothing else needed to be said there. Can Pollard get the edge? He got the edge, but Alex Wright was there to bring us down before we could really do anything. 2nd and 11 here. We are in field goal range, so that is good. Got to be smart with this ball. And look at Joyner wide open. Of course I'm going to go to it. Don't fumble. Joyner has a couple untimely fumbles. That's about the only blemish on his rookie record so far, I would see. But that time he was sure-handed, kept that thing close to the breadbasket. Damon Sanders fired it. And then we are right here on the 7-yard line, guys. So what do we have for this Cleveland Browns here in the red zone on the 7-yard line? We're going to come out single back. And there is John Mechie. Get in there, number 17. He's stuffed short. Oh, wow. All right, so let's see here. Dom Fitzpatrick has not got a touchdown so far on the season. And we are going to try to change that right now. They did pinch the line, so this could be tough. We're going to give it to Fitzpatrick, though. And Dom Fitzpatrick, he gets in there. Look at that. Dom Fitzpatrick, first NFL career touchdown. I love it, and that came at a very good time as we go up on the scoreboard first. So liking what I am seeing here in First Energy Stadium so far, at least on offense. Kevin Stefanski probably not liking it. Not sure what we're going to see from the defensive side, but again, not having to deal with Nick Chubb, that is huge. That just gives us one less thing to focus on. Perfectly timed kick, too. I know you guys saw that. But that gives us one less thing to focus on. We can focus most of our efforts, I hope, on Deshaun Watson, and I did select defend the short pass for our game plan prior to starting this game. I did that all off camera. Deshaun Watson about even with Sanders in terms of passing yardage, but his touchdown interception ratio is much better at a 13-5. And last time we played them, if memory serves, David Njoku tore us up, and Ricky Seals-Jones, as we see, injured. So Watson dropping back here, and he has a receiver, but Kareem Hunt, I think that was Kareem Hunt. No, Kareem Hunt's not on the team anymore. That was Tyler Batty, the backup running back, or the 4th-string running back, really dropped that thing. That should have been a guaranteed catch, but it was not. 27 was also Kareem Hunt's number 2, I believe, so kind of getting that confused a little bit. They're going to give it to Batty, and Batty actually with a really nice stiff arm. Not sure why Jerome Ford is not their running back here, but you don't hear me complaining. And we're going to go ahead and guess pass in this situation because it will probably be a pass, as it is. Watson off the mark. He was flushed out of the pocket, and Just like that, guys, we forced the Browns into a 3-and-out. How about that? But Damon Sanders probably feeling pretty good about himself, I would imagine, as he was able to lead his boys to a opening drive touchdown. And then our defense also did what they were supposed to do by holding the Browns to a 3-and-out. So it's 1st and 10 here. We're going to put Fitzpatrick as an extra blocker because we see that bad man Myles Garrett right there. And they got single high safety. So let's see what happens. We're actually just going to lob it up there to John Mechie. And look at Mechie. Single coverage. I saw it pre-snap. Oh my goodness. I saw they came out in single high safety. I lobbed that thing up to Mechie. We high pointed it. He was able to get to the second level. Look at that. Look at that dart by Damon Sanders. Completed air distance. Over 60 yards. I love it. John Mechie hauls that thing in. And don't look now, guys, but we are driving. So about a minute and a half to go till the end of the first. We're going to try to give Pollard another chance here. I really want Pollard to work out. I really do. Although, do I want to audible this? Nah, we're just going to go to Pollard. We're going to stay true to it. Here comes Tony. Just nothing, man. Cannot figure out this running game with Tony Pollard. So 2nd and 11 here. Don't forget, Damon Sanders can scramble, which we're going to test, actually. Don't fumble it. He did. Damon, no, the ball popped out. And somehow Myles Garrett, oh, if we let Myles Garrett run this thing back, guys, come on. You're telling me somebody can't catch up to him? Myles Garrett is not that freaking fast. No. Should have slid with Damon Sanders, but we did not. We ran it. Ball popped up there. Don't even know how that happened.
What?
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah just like flung that thing up into the air. And then Myles Garrett with the track star speed was able to house that thing. Pretty good quarter, I would say. Aside from that one mistake, that one miscue, that fumble, that was killer. But aside from that, I mean, look at the yardage, the time of possession. Cleveland has a total of 6 yards, 0 passing yards, and we have to build upon this momentum and keep this thing going. Dust off that fumble, just pretend that it never even happened, and come out here and play some football. So Sanders coming out, tight shotgun formation here, and gonna be sacked by Garrett. Gotta watch out for Garrett, man. He is going to be the X factor, the catalyst in this game, I feel like. They don't really have anybody else, especially with the injury to Jadeveon Clowney. We're really just going to have to worry about Miles Sanders, but he is somebody that you got to worry about. So here comes Sanders rolling out. We got Joyner if we can find him, and Sanders overthrew him for his first incompletion of the game. So big 3rd down here, guys. We will lose all momentum if we cannot pick this up, I feel. But McCole Hardman is open, and look at that, the catch in traffic, 4th and inches. I feel like that could be attributed to that coaching skill tree that we got earlier in the pregame to boost one to catch in traffic. That was a catch in traffic, high degree of difficulty. And if you didn't know what time it is, if you don't know, now you know. I'm about to school you real quick. We're going to at least come out in this. We're at least going to come out in the QB sneak. And I am confident that Sanders can pick this up. We don't want to give the ball back to Cleveland, and there's Sanders. All right, cool. All right, so 2nd and 9 here from the 46-yard line, about 7.5 to go until halftime. We're going to drop back, and look at that. Chase Allen, my man Fabio, yes. Ricky Seals-Jones went down earlier in the episode, in the game, that is. And with that being said, Chase Allen, and look, you see that exclamation point over the head of the linebacker? That is my man Ronnie Stanley with the blitz counter. And there goes Fitzpatrick. Look at Fitzpatrick. Very good pickup. I put the, I think it's called alert or blitz alert or something like that. I put that skill on Ronnie Stanley, and that highlights blitzers on 3rd and 4th down. I love that. Gonna try to go play action to Hardman. I like him. I like him. There you go, McCole. Number 81. Now I know your number. I'm not gonna get you mixed up with Jamal Agnew or John Mechie again, because 81, very recognizable. We'll go ahead and go back to Fitzpatrick again. Why not? I want to see what he can do. Fitzpatrick moving, weaving, bobbing. Yes, I love it. Pickup of 7. So Dom Fitzpatrick, 6 rushes, 32 yards. And guess what? We're going to go back to him again. Why not? We are going to ride this thing for as long as we possibly can. I like the idea of sending Bruce Joyner in motion. We're going to run it away from Myles Garrett's side. And here comes Fitzpatrick. Look at Fitzpatrick. Dom Fitzpatrick. Yes. For his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Open that vault. Take that money. You might be our running back number 1 before too long, brother. If you keep doing things like that, I like your chances. I like your chances indeed. So for one of the few times today, gonna see this Cleveland Browns offense only their 2nd possession, and we only have 5 minutes to go until halftime. Very strange, but sometimes that is how the cookie crumbles, as they say. So Watson, now Jerome Ford in, gonna be a play fake actually. And wow, Amari Cooper dropped it. What is going on? That was wide open. Madden gods, hello. You are smiling upon me today, and I am here for it. I absolutely love it. This time, Amari Cooper not going to drop it, as he is wide open there. And 2nd and 9 now. Watson going to come out shotgun this time. Got to figure going to be a passing situation here, which it will be. And then what is going on with these drops? Oh my God, dude. I swear I did not adjust these sliders at all. The Madden gods are just here for me. They said, CJ, you've been struggling. We've been watching you. And Watson just throwing it to nobody. Throwing ghosts like he was Sam Darnold on the New York Jets. All right, 2nd and 11 here. We're going to come out single back, see what Sanders has. I see Bruce Joyner was wide open, man, but they sent the house on us. All right, big 3rd down here, guys. What do we got? What do we got for him? What do we got for him? I see McCole Hardman, bad pass, nearly intercepted. So we are going to be forced to punt. Only Damon Sanders' 2nd incompletion of the afternoon, but it does not come at a timely time. That's a good punt, though. Going to be out of bounds at about the 12, the 14, they say. Pistol for Deshaun Watson. Watson going to be sacked there by Ndamukong Suh. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Browns backed up all the way to almost their goal line. Yes, we are going to call a timeout. You better believe your britches on that. Going to be a give to Jerome Ford here. And he is going to be stopped by HaHa Clinton Dix. We will call another timeout, and we are going to get the ball back. So I don't know what got into our defense. I don't know what kind of steroids Mike Tomlin was passing out in the locker room to get these guys fired up. I'm not asking questions. All I know is we have to score here. They are just giving us all kinds of opportunities. McCole Hardman going to give us a couple extra yards there. And now we are virtually at midfield. Okay, so 1st and 10 here. Going to streak Joyner because I don't see anybody on my man. Quick pass. There it is. You don't want to do that, Brownies. You don't want to do that. We're going to go no huddle. 20 seconds to go. We are in field goal range. And look, Joyner again. Nobody's on him. We are streaking this brother. And going to touch pass up to Joyner. Good defense there. So going to try to roll out with Sanders again. Last time we did this, it did not end well. And we'll just check it down to Pollard. I am not risking anything. I am cool with the field goal. We're going to call a timeout and hopefully go up 17-7. Justin Rohrwasser coming out for the kick. Going to be quiet here. See if we can boot this thing through. It's going to be close, but Rohrwasser does have the angle. And we are going to go into the locker room feeling very good about ourselves, guys. 17-7. I don't know what got into this defense, first of all, but these drops by the Cleveland Browns, man, Watson is hitting receivers and they are dropping wide open passes. I feel like this is a once in a lifetime opportunity that we cannot miss out on. You guys have watched my other episodes. If you've been watching this series for any length of time, receivers don't drop balls, and offenses put up numbers on us. And I think for our game plan here, we are going to, I did blitz counter going into it. We're going to stick with that. Matter of fact, we're not going to change anything. We're going to do exactly what I game plan for. But if you guys have been watching this Cupcake Relocation Franchise, you will know offenses put up numbers against us. Our defense is typically terrible. Receivers on the opposing team moss us. They catch crazy catches. They catch wide open passes. This is a case where the Madden guys got together. They sat down at the round table and they said, we need to help this man CJ Smalls, and I am not gonna waste this. Not gonna waste it. There's Jerome Ford, and great move there. As I'm talking about not wasting it, finally wrapped up there by Keegan McGriff.
And I'm not gonna waste this.
Deshaun Watson, 1 of 8 for 25 yards. Can you believe it? Can you dig it? Suckers, Booker T style. This time Watson coming out bunch to his right, Jerome Ford to his left. And that time, what is going on here? Oh my God, that is David Bell. Dude, I swear, these receivers are not catching balls today. I don't know what to say. I should be happy right now, and I am happy right now. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Now watch, he'll probably catch that one. No, early breakup. Watson is literally 1 for 10. Gonna try to kick this thing to the outside. Pollard has a little bit of speed now, trying to outrun the linebacker there, or the corner, Greg Newsome, and he does. So Pollard able to pick up 10, easily his best run of the game. 2nd and 11 here from our 30. Why not come out screen game here? See what Tony Pollard can do. If anything, we got heavy pressure. I tried to get it off there, and Deion Jones, middle linebacker, former Atlanta Falcon. Browns acquired him via trade last year. I tried to hit Pollard on the screen, but you see right there, time to sack, 3 seconds. Didn't have any time to even think. So first time in this contest that we have really been faced with any sort of adversity. But I will say that Cleveland Browns coming out with 1 deep safety, and this could be a chance to try to hit Callaway or Mechie or Hardman maybe on some single coverage. So we shall see. And we're going to lob it up there for, is that Mechie again? John Mechie, oh my goodness.
Thank you.
We have been throwing it up for John Mechie, and he has been answering the call. Damon Sanders called you. He hit you up. That was a weird animation. He like glitched almost. But I cannot believe it. I don't want to speak too soon, guys, but we haven't had a game so far this season that I played, at least, that Damon Sanders has not thrown a pick. This could be the one. So let us go back to Pollard on the draw, trying to shift through some blockers there and some tacklers. Deion Jones brings us down. This time we'll come out tight shotgun formation and see if we can hit either Callaway or Joyner on some drags here. And Joyner will be the read. Almost intercepted. Should have hit Callaway. Big 3rd down now. Again, in field goal range. So let's just be smart. Not do anything dumb. There's Joyner. Secure catch. Don't fumble it. Bruce Joyner having himself a ball game, man. Bruce Joyner leads all tight ends. So not all receivers in general, but he leads all tight ends in receiving yards. He's a rookie. He is Damon Sanders' favorite target. Kevin Stefanski, he can't believe it. Bruce Joyner, 5 receptions, 76 yards. And we are going to give it back to the Miami Hurricane. Although, let's see, they just changed the coverage there. And let's see if we want to maybe audible. Nah, I do want to audible, but at the same time, I don't. We're just going to give it to Dom Fitzpatrick here. See what he can do. Here comes Fitzpatrick, the power back. Only able to pick up about 2, 3, they call it. I see that the linebacker is going to be blitzing there because we have Ronnie Stanley's ability activated. So let's send Joyner and Chase Allen. Let's put Chase Allen on an out. Try to distract this guy here. And let's see. Joyner, give it to me. Give it to me. That was almost a pick. Wow. I got too excited there. I eyed down one single receiver. You cannot do that. And Mike Tomlin says go for it. Don't know about that. Mike Tomlin says go for it. So you know what? We're going to go for it. That's our coach. That's our guy. We're going to do what he says. Got to listen to coach, right? I don't know if it's the best decision, but we are going to try. And here comes Pollard. Going to be close. Did he get it? He did not get it. Okay. We got him pinned back to their 3-yard line, though, so that's good. We'll see what Watson, see if they can even complete a pass. Here comes Jerome Ford. Anthony Barr wraps him up in the backfield. All right, so 2nd and 9. Browns have done virtually nothing in this game. I can't even believe it. You don't hear me complaining. Watson got to throw this thing away. Almost dropped there for a safety. Watson is 1 for 11 for 25 yards. I'm beside myself right now. I am beside myself. Is this thing still on all Madden? Let me double check this. Hold on a second. Let me double check this. It's got to be, right? We can't look at it right now. We'll look at it after this play. I just can't believe it. There, another drop. Dude, what is going on? Hold on. Did I accidentally set this thing on rookie? Is that what's going on right now? That can't be. Yay! That can't be. All Madden. I mean, you see it. Skill level is all Madden. I just don't know. I do not know. If you guys are pumped for this, drop something in the comments. Drop a like on the video. I appreciate everyone who's been supporting me here lately. And do we streak Joyner again? Is that the move? We're going to find out here. Let's see what we got. Nope, but John Mechie's wide open. John Mechie has been balling out this game. Absolutely killing it. Absolutely crushing it. This is the most, dating all the way back to the Houston Texans before we relocated. This is the most complete football that we have played thus far. So 1st and goal from the 6. Going to drop back in single back. There's Bruce. Joyner, almost interception. Nice breakup by the Browns. 2nd and goal here from the 6. Got to watch what these middle linebackers do. I'm going to put McCole Hardman on the out route. That could be the move. Also got some drags in the middle of the field. There's Joyner. He does catch it, but it's only going to be for no gain. 3rd and goal here, and they are blitzing the middle linebacker. Thank you, Ronnie Stanley, for having that superstar ability. This could be a quick slant to Callaway or Hardman. We're going to see. And I think Callaway's the guy, but he couldn't hang on to it. No. We had it. Martin Emerson with the breakup. 2nd-year corner now in this franchise. And this time we're taking the points. I don't care what Mike Tomlin says. All right, he does say go for it. Go for the points. So that's good. So here comes Rohrwasser now. And that should be a good kick. Perfectly timed kick. There we go. So we go up 27. You may be thinking, Sean Watson's only completed 1 pass. We should be up by way more. I don't care. I don't care if you think that. Right now, I am trying to get W's. If we win this game, we advance to 3-4 on the year. We're back in it, back close to 500, and that is all I care about right now. I could care less about my stats, my stick skills, none of that stuff. All I care about is the win-loss column. We are going into the 4th quarter, guys, up 20-7. Look at the yardage. We have never witnessed this in any episode on the channel. Browns ain't even at 50 yards. I can't believe it. I love it. I don't think that we're that good. I think that there's a little bit of stroke of luck going on here, but maybe, I don't know. And that time, Jerome Ford able to hang on to it. Not going to drop that one. He was sure-handed. Watson now goes to 3 for 15. Which is absolutely disgusting. With 9 minutes to go in the 4th, they got easily their best drive going. Here comes Davenport, though. That's a good catch and a good completion to David Bell. Michael Woods, actually. I'm sorry, Michael Woods. Don't call his name too often. They must have picked him up in free agency, and that was a high degree of difficulty. That was a good sure-handed catch there by Woods. So now the Browns are finally moving, but is it a case of too little too late? That is the question. Here comes Watson now, gonna drop back, and there is a catch and a completion by David Njoku. So now all of a sudden the Browns receivers learn how to catch a ball. Took them long enough, and I kind of hope they forget again. Gotta be honest with you. We'll see what Watson does in the shotgun here, though. And there is David Bell, the reigning offensive rookie of the year. Can't believe it. David Bell did not do diddly squat last year in real life, but in this franchise, somehow he was the offensive rookie of the year last year. So, all right. Watson going to come out single back. See what he decides to do here. He's going to drop back to pass, and he has Harrison Bryant wide open there. So now the Browns are moving. Where has this offense been all game up until this point? I don't know. Kevin Stefanski probably thinking the same thing. Probably going to have a good talking to with his receivers after this game, I would imagine. I know if I was the coach, I would. So here we go now. Watson, shotgun with a bunch to his right. Tyler Batty behind him. He's going to drop back. Got to watch the run, and just going to throw this thing into the first row of the crowd. Watson now 7 for 20 for 90 yards. Just atrocious. Come on, defense. Don't let up now. You've played the game of your careers up until this point, and let's keep them out of the end zone. Going to be a give to Jerome Ford, and he is brought down there by Ndamukong Suh. That is going to bring up third down here, and it looks like Watson is going to come out single back in the Y trips formation. So this has got to be a pass. I mean, it has to. No way they run it on this, right? No, they do not. Here comes Watson rolling out, and again back with the drops. This time David Njoku. So I mean, 4th and goal, they got to go for it here, right? There's not really anything else they can do besides hope and pray for a miracle, and we still got to stop them, because if they score here, it's only a 2-score game. And we don't want that. Watson survey, and that's going to be a pick. Landon Collins, wow, just got thrown up into the air there by Amari Cooper, but Landon Collins with the interception. Didn't have any interceptions last game, I don't believe. So it's good to see Landon Collins get one there in the back of the end zone. And Watson was just off target. He was looking for DPJ there, Donovan Peoples-Jones. Landon Collins comes away with it, and now, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the driver's seat. So now 3rd and 8. So what do we do here? We are gonna probably go to Bruce Joyner, I would imagine. Also, we're gonna put Callaway on a drag, just in case Joyner does not get open, which he's wide open, and early breakup. Wow, that was Grant Delpit, the safety. And now we are gonna be forced to punt. So our defense has been playing great. Offense, I mean, we've been playing good. We have been playing good. This game could easily be 30-something to 7 with the way that the Browns offense has played. So not too happy with the offensive performance, but our defense and just the receivers from Watson. Wow. So let's see what he does here with 4 minutes to go here. Going to start this drive from their own 32. Going to be a run to Tyler Batty. Not sure I agree with that. You got to get some yards here, Browns, and you got to get them quick. But what do I know? Kevin Stefanski must know what he's doing, right? So Watson now coming out, trips bunch to his left. We're going to use Alan Schmidt, our rookie, Arizona State, as an extra defender. And that's going to be a good catch by Batty. Nice hit there, laid out by Jason Verrett. Batty was able to hang on to it. Don't know how. So they're slightly moving now here. 1st and 10. Looking like it may be another run. No, it's not. Watson going to drop back out of single back. There's a good catch by Amari Cooper. And Perryman wasn't able to bring him down. Finally, the reinforcements did arrive. And Amari Cooper now with only his 2nd catch. That was a good one. I feel like he's dropped way more wide open passes than that one. But nonetheless, Browns now attempting to put a drive together. We'll see if they can finally cap one off here. I hope they don't. Watson going to drop back here, and that's going to be a pick by Verrett, his 3rd of the year. Jason Verrett, what a pickup in free agency. Picks up his 3rd interception on the season. That one was tough. he kind of just ripped it away from David Bell. And hats off to the defense, man. This has been one of the strangest games in Madden that I have played up until this point, but I love it. So now 1st and 10 here. We are on cruise control, ladies and gentlemen. We are just trying to milk this clock. We're going to give it to Fitzpatrick on the outside run. Got a little bit of space. Nice stiff arm there. 2-minute warning. 27 is your score. 22-7 rather. 3rd and 9. 2 minutes to go, and they suggest to run it, but you know what? We're not going to do that because I really feel like we got to pick up another 3rd down here, even though it probably wouldn't matter, right? And actually, you know what? We're going to streak Tony Pollard. Again, this ability by Ronnie Stanley highlights the blitzers. We might be able to hit Pollard quick. We'll see. No, but McCole Hardman is the read, and there he goes. Number 81 still on his feet. Oh, my gosh. McCole Hardman could have made something huge happen there. Timeout going to be called by Cleveland. McCole Hardman had a breakout scenario a couple episodes ago, but unfortunately, me being the idiot that I am, sim past that Panthers game. If you guys didn't watch last episode against the Jags, it's all in there. Go watch it. Don't be like me when you grow up. That's all I got to say. It's Patrick now again. Here he goes, only able to pick up 2. We'll give it to him again, though. We'll go back to Fitzpatrick here, see if he can get something going. Nice cutback. There we go, Dom. Okay. Getting that thing to the 2nd level, able to pick up 9 on the play. I really like Dom Fitzpatrick. I really do. We got him in the 4th round. He was a hidden dev player, one of the steals of the draft. And now, when have we seen this guy's quarterback kneel with 1 minute and 43 seconds left? This has been by far one of the strangest games that I have played. But you know what? That's okay, because I feel like we deserve to have a game like this. If you guys have been with me from the beginning of this series, you've seen the complete effery and the complete debauchery that has happened. We're due to have something go our way. Look at Dom. Look at Fitzpatrick. I love it. So your score from First Energy Stadium is going to be 20-7. I'm speechless right now, guys. I am speechless. Our offense played pretty well. Damon Sanders went over 300 for every game he's played so far, pretty much in this series. But offense played good, but the theme of the day was our defense. But most importantly, Cleveland's offense just could not catch passes, man. They must have had 7 drops. I'm not even joking. I don't even really know how to feel about this because I'm so I'm not used to being in this position. So Damon Sanders, 350 yards. He will, in fact, keep his touchdown-interception ratio even because he had 0 of either. And Deshaun Watson, 9 for 25 for 107 yards, 2 picks, and a whopping 16.6 passer rating. Oh my gosh. Dom Fitzpatrick, the rookie, 16 for 64. First 2 touchdowns of his NFL career. Browns did nothing, and remember, Nick Chubb was injured. Bruce Joyner, 7 for 100. Love it. John Mechie, 6 for 128. McCole Hardman, 5 for 86. Our top 3 targets balled out this game. And then defensively, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah had 16 tackles. That's pretty crazy. Jason Verrett had a pick. Landon Collins had a pick. And Ndamukong Suh had a sack. Extremely happy with that performance. The only thing I changed was the injury slider. And we did see, we saw a couple injuries, right? Nothing crazy. But wow, guys, we improved to 3-4. And I could not be happier. What a way. And we have a Pittsburgh Steelers coming up, Patriots coming up. Those 2 teams I don't think are playing that well this season. But then the Indianapolis Colts gave us all kinds of fits last season. So these next 2 games, very crucial because I do not feel confident about that Colts game in Week 10. But all that aside, I had a great time tonight, guys. I appreciate all you guys who have tuned into me. Check out some of my other series if you get a chance. We got the Madden 23 YouTuber fantasy franchise going on right now. I just did a video on the Cleveland Browns, playing the Cleveland Browns, but switching all their positions. That was hilarious. Got a lot of big things popping here, and I appreciate all you guys who have been supporting me thus far. So that's going to do it for me tonight, guys. As always, I appreciate you stopping by. Until next time, I will catch you then. Peace.